Welcome to Sergio Creativity.
The first verb type and the logic of suffixes. Welcome. In Finnish, verbs are the engine of the sentence. Today, we are looking at type 1 verbs. These are verbs that end in 2 vowels. Don't try to learn this, just follow the logic. If you need a moment to think, just hit the pause button. Let's start with the word for to speak. It is puhua. Say it with me. Puhua. Student, how do you say to speak? Puhua. Good. Now, to say I speak, we need our first building block. The I hook is always the letter N. Student, take the verb puhua, keep the stem, and add the I hook. Puhun. Exactly. Now, Finnish, the language, is suomea. How do you say, I speak Finnish? Puhun suomea. Perfect. Now, the U hook, for one person, is the letter T. Student, how would you say, you speak? Puhut. And you speak Finnish? Puhut suomea. Excellent. Now, he or she is hän. For the he-she form, we don't add a new letter. Instead, we just stretch the last vowel. So, puhua becomes puhu. Student, say, he speaks. Hän puhuu. And she speaks Finnish. Hän puhuu suomea. Now let's look at the group hooks. We is me. The we hook is always memme. Student, how do you say we speak? Me puhumme. You all, plural, is te. The hook is tette. Student, how do you say you all speak? Te puhutte. Brilliant! Now let's try a new verb, asua, to live or dwell. Student, using the hooks we just learned, how do you say I live? Asun. And we live. Me asumme. The word for here is täällä. Tell me, we live here. Me asumme täällä. Now, we must talk about consonant gradation. Think of Finnish words as having a balance. When we add a heavy hook, like n or t, the middle of the word often gets weaker to make room. Let's take the verb to help. Auttaa. It has 2 t. When I add the I hook, n, the word gets crowded. 1 t has to leave. Student, try to say I help. Autan. Exactly. Autan. But remember, the he-she form is not crowded. It stays strong. How do you say he helps? Keep both t. Hän auttaa. Perfect logic. Let's try one more with gradation. Lukea, to read. When it gets crowded, the K simply disappears. Student, how do you say I read? Luen. And you read? Luet. But he reads, it stays strong. Hän lukee. Finally, let's learn the no logic. In fish, the word not is a verb that changes. En, I don't. Et, you don't. A, he or she doesn't. To say I don't speak, we say en puhu. We use the stem without any hooks. Student, try I don't live here. En asu täällä. You don't read. Et lue. Let's do a quick-fire review of your building blocks. What is the I hook? N. What is the we hook? Memme. How do you say she reads, strong form? Hän lukee. How do you say I don't read, weak form? En lue. Outstanding! You are now conjugating the most common type of Finnish verb using pure logic. In the next lesson, we will start building even longer sentences. Nähdään pian. See you soon.